Hello, I guess it's going to be my first DVD haul, DVD update. A lot of these I haven't got a chance to see yet, but I've got quite a few. I just want to jump right in. I've got some more on the way that will be here for a while, so I just want to go ahead and do this, get this part out of the way right now. I will be able to do a DVD collection later. I have quite a few DVDs, but I'll let you see that later. So I'm going to jump in, and first of all, I'll start off with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is I guess this is what you consider the steelbook, the metal case edition. This is on Amazon for like $5. I just couldn't believe it. I never owned it before, so I thought this was like, just something I really needed to get, especially for $5. So I went ahead and got that. A nice Tobe Hooper classic. Okay. That's that on that one. The next few I've got are ones that came from Big Lots, and they're really random. I've seen lots of great Big Lots pickups lately, and I just couldn't believe what, like Brain Scan and all these like other movies are pretty expensive. I didn't have as much luck, but I did pick up a few things. This first one I got here is one that other people have been getting also. This Pump Up the Volume. This is one that I vividly remember from like junior high. Watched it a lot. And Gleaming the Cube, another Christian Slater classic, an old one. I've always liked this movie. He just kind of seemed like a cool outsider. I kind of always related to his character in this and thought it was really neat. That's it. But yeah, Pump Up the Volume. Hadn't watched it yet since I got it on DVD, but this is definitely one I've seen a lot. The next one I got, this is one I've never seen. This is Slaves in New York. And it's got Bernadette Peters in it, which you might remember from The Jerk with Steve Martin. I don't remember too many other things that she was in. It has, doesn't show him here. I don't know who this guy is, but it's got Steve Buscemi in it. Steve Buscemi, however you want to say it. Buscemi. But he's in it, and I've never heard of this movie, and I just thought, $3. It's, like just a classic 80s style movie. I was like, it might be worth it, so I picked it up. Another one I got that I was really kind of excited about. This did not come from Big Lots. This movie I picked up for $5, and I think it was at Walmart. Might have been Target. I can't remember. It's Clue the movie. I've always really liked this movie. I've kind of gone back and forth on how much I liked it over the years. There were a few years in there that I really, really liked this movie, and then I got burned out. But I've always thought it was kind of really cool. And then as I get older, it just kind of seems like it gets a little funnier, because when I was really young and I watched this, I didn't really think it was that funny, didn't like it that much. But yeah, I really liked it, and I thought Tim Curry's really good in it too. This is another one that I picked up from Walmart around the same time, and The Wisest Wizards had recently done a review on this, and for whatever reason I've never owned this on DVD. This is Dazed and Confused. This is just the regular edition, and I think this was $5 at Walmart. And I used to have the VHS, and I think the VHS wore out. Something happened. I let it go for whatever reason, and I tried to get it on Laserdisc way back in the day and couldn't get it. It went out of print around the time that I really wanted it. But I've always really liked this movie. When I was around my senior year in high school, this had just came out on video, I guess like right after I graduated from high school. And man, we used to watch this movie so much, just back to back to back. I mean, we'd rent it and then like keep it like a week too long, and the video store would be calling us. And, just good times. I really have a lot of fun memories about this movie. The next one I picked up, this is where I'm starting to get into more of my Halloween themed videos, DVDs, etc. that I've picked up recently. Not all of these, but a lot of them. This is Cube, and this is another one of those movies. I don't know why I've never owned it on DVD. I've rented it before. I've owned it on VHS a long time ago. I picked it up, I think, as like a used copy of Blockbuster, and I think I loaned it to somebody or something. It disappeared years and years ago. But this was always a really cool movie. I don't know why it fascinated me. So I guess it had such a simple premise, and then it just seemed like it wasn't going to be a good movie. And then when I sat down and actually watched it, I was really blown away by how smart it was and how cool everything really looked. Even though it was kind of a low budget movie. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I think some of the sequels are horrible. I don't remember which one's really bad and which one's just okay. There's 3 of these. I think one of them's a sequel and one of them's supposed to be a prequel. There's like a Cube, and then the Cube 2, and then I think a Cube 0, and I don't know which one was the bad one out of Cube 2 and Cube 0. I've only seen those once each, and I mean, neither one of them is as good as this, so either way. But this is really cool. If you've never seen this, you should definitely at least rent it, you know, especially if you have like Netflix or something like that. Put this in your queue. This is another one that I picked up that I honestly, I don't remember this. I don't remember seeing it. I'll say that, but I might have. I haven't watched it yet. I'm hoping to watch it probably tonight or tomorrow night maybe. But I do have like lots of memories of seeing the case at the video store, you know, the VHS case. And this is called Vampire Journals. And it has one of those classic looking, you know, cases. And I was kind of glad that they did it this way. And I've had a lot of people that I've seen post reviews of this saying that this is like the quintessential vampire movie. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I always liked vampire movies. Bram Stoker's Dracula I always thought was a really cool vampire movie, and you know, and several others like Fright Night and things like that. And I don't know, it just looked cool, so I went ahead and picked it up. I got this is off of Amazon, I believe. But yeah, I thought this was cool. This is right here is like a trio of ones that I just got in recently, and this I have seen, although it's been a long time, and all I really remembered was like being kind of caught off guard by it. I expected it to be scary, and then it was just weird and kind of funny, and then it was just really cool, and I had actually forgot the name of it, and it's Night of the Creeps. And until recently, when this started coming back, and it used to have a really, really cool VHS cover where the guy was behind the window, and I don't know why, but that always stuck in my mind, you know, like from when I was a kid. And this Night of the Creeps, though, I just really have weird memories of this. I haven't seen it since it's been on DVD. I just got this. But when we rented this, I was just really shocked that it was funny. It was kind of like, reminded me of like an Evil Dead 2 kind of movie where it tried to do a fine line between comedy and horror, and you know, and without being too campy. It is campy. It is a little cheesy. I remember that, but I always thought that this was a pretty cool movie, and had hoped I would find it, but I was always trying to just guess because I didn't know the name until recently. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm hoping to see this pretty soon. The next one I got came out around the same time, and I just got this in the mail also, is Hardware with Dylan McDermott. This is kind of like the same way. I've never actually seen this, but I do remember this poster of Hardware in this video store when you came in. It was right above this doorway area, like over where there was a pizza place next door. And at the time, I was like, man, that looks really cool. And I thought it was a sci-fi movie. And the guy that worked at the video store was like, no, that's not a sci-fi movie. That's a horror movie. It's scary, and you know, and kind of threw me off. And then I really wanted to rent it, and then that video store went out of business, and I just kind of forgot about it. You know, I don't know. But the day I was there, though, it was like kind of new, and I really thought about it. And then after that, you know, it's been kind of stuck in my mind. So this was kind of cool to pick this up. I don't know if this must be really hard to find, because a lot of people were like, you know, like flipping out when this came out on DVD. So maybe the VHS has been gone for a long time. I don't know, or there, you know, something. But this looks cool. I'm kind of eager to